Hello and welcome to episode 51 of Fallen Dragons. I'm Mike, I'll be your DM for the night, and I'm here with almost everybody, except for Melody, who's still dealing with family stuff. Um, so I'll toss it over to my characters and let them tell you who they are and what they do. We'll start with Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I'm playing Kenna. She's a tiefling and she is a multi-classed bard and fighter.
Then over to Korai.
Hi, my name is, I play Korai, who is a drow cleric.
And then right below him is LaFall.
Hello, I'm LaFall. I'm playing a half-dragon fighter champion.
And then finally over to Jinx.
Hi, I'm Will. I play Jinx. She's a barbarian, and
Bardberry.
that's about it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, you didn't tell him what race you are.
Oh, I'm a fat folk.
Yeah. See, that does make a difference.
It makes a big difference.
When you're a 3 foot tall barbarian, it makes
I never put that together. No more. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Who's never raged in his life, by the way?
Yeah, I never used that.
Thanks, Jet.
Yeah. So, just a quick little recap because it's been a while since we played this game. You are in Solaria currently, in Gelborn. You have escorted the Princess of Canamir here for a high-level meeting. But just after you got here, just after she got settled in the King and Queen's castle, she became very ill. And everybody is wondering why. And they're looking kind of sideways at you guys because you were the last one to be with her, so there are people that are thinking that you guys did it because you got tired of traveling with a princess, so you decided to offer anyway. But you have been currently told not to leave town. I don't know what you guys have decided to do to fill your time until they figure out what in the world happened, but that's where we're gonna pick up tonight. So, I do believe it's morning. So, what are you guys gonna do?
Did you know you waste 200 hours a year hand washing dishes? Turning your back on the moments that matter.
Well, we're all full of ideas.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down and have breakfast.
Anybody gonna join Jinx? Or are you all gonna sleep in, or what are you gonna do?
Well, I seem to remember I drank rather a lot last night, so I'm going to just kind
Yeah.
of be in bed.
Uh,
Covers pulled over my head, you know.
Oh, I didn't get to finish the last one. I think I lost power, didn't I?
You did.
I bought a generator and power hasn't dropped out since I got that. Okay. So I'm going to very slowly make my way down the stairs because I'm really tired.
okay.
Didn't sleep very well last night.
Okay, well, that's two of you. What are the other two of you gonna do? Well, that's three of you. Jinx is already in the tavern searching for food.
I am going to try to sneak behind the bar and try to find a cockroach to eat or something.
He's like, Jinx is searching for food that won't fight back. Yeah.
I feel like your diet has gotten weirder every time we wake up.
Well, she's a bat. She eats bugs.
Yeah.
You have to remember, she eats bugs and fruit.
Well, apparently, larger protein doesn't work for you very well.
No.
So,
I'm just laying back, relaxing, enjoying the comfort that I can for now, since we can't do anything.
well, no. And you technically don't even have to go down for breakfast. You can order room service and, like,
It's the thrill of the hunt.
yeah. Yeah, the bartender's like, could you please get out from behind the bar?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There are plenty of tables at this hour of the morning. Unless you have a specific drink in mind.
Nope, I'm just sneaking behind the bar to try to find bugs to eat.
You could ask the waitress about that.
I'm tired. I'm too tired to ask questions. I'm tired and hungry.
And this group's in great shape.
Yes.
So, you guys, well, at least some of you, slowly make your way down to the tavern. LaFall, are you ordering room service to be brought up, or you said you were relaxing?
Yep.
Wha-
Yeah, sure. I'll get full service, room
So,
service.
so, yeah. Couple minutes after you order room service, you hear a knock on the door, and one of the staff hands you a menu,
Okay.
and it basically says, you're on the King's tab, you can order anything you want.
Okay.
So,
Take that, 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 that.
Okay. Uh, the staff person says it'll take a little bit, but we can do it.
Okay.
And he's like, would you like to order anything other than food?
Yes. Masseuse? Bath?
Okay. We can arrange that. We'll probably bring your food in first, because we have to see who's on the masseuse staff at the moment.
Okay.
He bows and backs out of the room and closes the door. Korai, by now you are down in the tavern, and
Yeah, but I'm not happy about it.
is Korai happy about most things?
That's fair. That's a fair question.
But you do see, you walk into the tavern door just in time to see the bartender trying to get Jinx out from behind the bar.
You might as well just feed him. He's just going to look anyway. And if you don't feed him, he's going to start singing, and nobody wants that.
Why do I picture a bartender showing me away with a broom?
Because you're about that size.
Yeah, actually.
So he's like, could you kindly just go find a table?
All right, I'll find a table. Won't tell you, I smell food around here, and I'm going to get.
Well, and so the two of you plop down at a table, and a certain red-headed genasi that you met a day or so ago walks up to your table and goes, you guys are still here.
I mean,
How-
where else would we go?
Well, most adventurers go off adventuring and they just sort of hang out. But what can I get you?
Oh, just how about some tea and some bread?
I can do that.
I don't think I can stand anything else.
If we go, I'll take a salad.
Any specific type tea or just whatever we've got?
Hot.
Okay. I can do that. And then she turns to Jinx and goes, and what will you be having this morning?
Well, I'll have a salad, and if it got cockroaches, I'll have some of those sprinkled on top. Like, I'll get me protein.
You got Rob?
She says that's one way to clean up the place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he got more. I'll take a bag full if he got them.
She's like, believe me, all I've got to do is open the back door.
That's great. I guess you go. Maybe that's what she's doing next time.
So,
Just go out, you should just go out back instead.
so, what do you want to drink to go with your salad?
No, I'll just have some juice, love. That's about it.
Okay. I'll see what we happen to have this morning. And she kind of glides off. She turns around and comes back and goes, where's the rest of your group? There's
They're
more.
probably sleeping upstairs or something, love. I'm sure they'll be down in a little bit.
Okay. And she takes your order back to the kitchen. So while the two of you are waiting for food, what are you talking about?
Did you sleep well at all? I get you. Did you sleep well?
Oh, I slept fine. I haven't slept this good in a long time.
Well, that makes one of us. I had some really weird dreams.
Really?
Just couldn't stay asleep.
Well, I admit I had a weird one too, but not than I haven't had before.
Well, unless everybody was naked in your dream, I don't think
I
they were the
can't
same
remember.
thing.
Was everybody naked in my dream? Oh no, I had a weird one. I just can't remember it.
I'm sorry. There's like my head got ahead of me on that one, and like we're just not going to go down that road. You just don't want any part of that.
There could definitely be worse dreams to have, I guess.
And we'll keep it YouTube friendly.
Yeah.
Well, I just had some really bizarre dreams, and I couldn't sleep. I saw guards walk around in the streets, and I was waiting for them to come storming in after us and drag us off.
I'm sure if the guards were going to take us, they were taking us for now.
Well, you never know how that goes.
Yeah, you never do, but I'm just saying, if they wanted to take us on, they'd take us out right here, right now.
Yeah, but we're talking royalty. Kind of looks around the place and sighs.
I'm just saying, if they wanted to assassinate us, they could have done so like 10 times over.
As far as you know, the princess is still alive currently.
So I guess we should try to figure out how to heal her, huh?
Well, something. Typically, when you start getting royalty involved, people like us get caught in the middle, and it never ends up well.
True. Well, we've got a cleric. Maybe they could use one of the little magical thingamajigs and cast some little hocus pocus and
Is that what you think we did?
Oh, no
And I
offense.
suppose all you just do is poke at some strings on a guitar and sing, and there, like everyone throws their clothes at you.
Actually, that has yet to happen. I don't think
Mhm.
it's going to happen. I don't hope it doesn't happen. I mean, that would just be weird seeing all these people naked on them. On stage, that's it. I mean, I heard to get with stage fright. You picture everybody naked, but
it might confuse him while he's playing. Is it?
right, it might confuse me. It might. There's a lot that could go on.
So, and I think he's only had what 2 successful performances, so he's not really ready for that yet.
I don't think even if I was ready for that, I'd be ready for that.
Yeah.
I'm not that type of bard.
What kind of bard are you?
You know what? I have no idea.
Well, at least you've admitted it, and that's the first step in getting help.
Well, I can get help with this? Don't tell me that.
Oh,
Listen, I've had to heal you more times than I want to count. At some point, I'm good, but I can only so many bits of fat back together.
What?
It's not magic; it's divine influence.
um,
So you go to some voice above, and
Yeah.
they're going to help you if they so choose to.
Well, when she feels like it, yes.
Man, I would kind of give her a talking to. I'd
Well,
be like, hey, we got some sick people here. They need help. Why aren't you helping them?
I can promise you, whatever you think about cleric deities, that's not the way to handle them. It's a great way to find yourself unemployed
and dead.
and dead, among other things.
Um, at this point, the Genasi waitress brings your food, and she puts Jink's salad down and goes, "You didn't specify whether you wanted dead cockroaches or live ones."
Oh, this is for no matter what it is.
And you look down, and there's several of them running around on top of your seat.
I make a happy
And,
little squeak sound. And
I knew that was coming. Oh,
just go dig in your face first.
well, there's no accounting for taste, I guess.
Oh, you can. It's
Literally.
really good. You should try it.
and so while you two are enjoying your breakfast, um,
It's handmade with fresh, never frozen dough, has 2 layers of cheese
um,
to the edge and a crust that's golden.
there's a knock on LaFall's door.
Come in.
4 people walk in, 3 of which are carrying trays of food.
Okay.
And the 4th one is an orc female who asks you what time you would like your massage.
Um, looking at the amount of food I got here, let's say about an hour.
She says, "That should be fine. So I will return in about an hour." and she turns and walks out with the 3 servers, and you are surrounded by like 6 large platters of food.
Okay.
And so
Bon appetit.
you
Mhm.
you spend the next hour eating food. Um, Jinx,
Yes.
give me a dexterity check.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, please don't let any of them get away. Let's say it's a oh.
Rolling Dex. Straighten her up. 15.
Okay, you are able to corral the living elements of your salad so that nothing gets away.
What? Wow.
And the Genasi waitress comes back over, asks you if you need anything. She says, were the cockroaches satisfactory?
Oh, they were quite lovely. I haven't had them this good in a long time.
Uh,
Yeah, I
she's,
got nothing.
she's like, glad to hear that, I think. She says, I'm about to go on break. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go up and check on Kenna, cause see why she's not down here.
That's fine with us, love. You do what you gotta do. It's your job.
So she walks up the stairs, down the hall of the Kenna's room, and knocks. And there's no response. She knocks again. There's still no response. So all the staff have keys to all the rooms. And she uses her key to open Kenna's door. Walks over to the bed, and thinking that this would wake almost anybody up, she basically just jumps on top of her on the bed.
Oh, that's not a good idea.
Well, you know, they went on a date and all that stuff, so she's like, why not? And strangely enough, no response.
Oh, no.
In fact, she forgets she's a fire genasi and accidentally sets the blankets on fire when
No.
she
Oh, come
dives on
on.
Kenna. But she quickly puts that out, and she pulls the blankets off Kenna, and Kenna is barely breathing.
Oh no.
So she runs back downstairs to your guys' table and says, "There's a problem with your friend."
Well, yeah, he's trying to eat the cockroaches for breakfast.
Well, okay. There's a problem with two of your friends.
Oh, okay. What's
This
the other
isn't a
one?
problem. This is breakfast.
This is not a problem. This is breakfast. Okay.
If we ever make a T-shirt out of the pictures that you did, that's one of the captions.
Yes.
Okay, I like
Absolutely.
that.
That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect.
It's not a problem. It's breakfast. So
I like that.
yeah.
That's perfect.
So she says, "Yeah, Kenna's not responsive, and she's barely breathing."
I
Oh,
I basically flip the table and run to help.
yeah. Run up behind. Not wondering where not trying to forget where those cockroaches went.
They wouldn't let me go.
Oh.
Well, see, you're assuming you ate all of them. Korai's not assuming that.
Not even.
I don't think I was able to finish all of them. I think I just scared a bunch
Okay.
of cockroaches when I flipped the table.
Hold. Are you saying you like knocked the table over?
Yeah, I legit am going to flip the table.
Give me a
What's
give
it
me a
say?
give me a strength roll.
Where's the table wave pointing you do?
The tables.
I did a 13.
Okay. I'll give you this. The adrenaline you had when hearing your party members not doing well, what I will say is you were able to push the table out of the way.
Okay.
You weren't able to flip it over.
Jeez.
I'm glad that wasn't a nat 20.
Yeah. Nat 20, you pick it up, body slam it.
Go help her.
Which would have been hilarious, actually. Because the bartender's already annoyed at you, so throwing tables around. How are we? But
What they tell me?
so the two of you run upstairs to Kenna's room, and the situation is just like the waitress said. She is barely breathing. And what color normally is your skin?
To dark brown.
At present, it's gray.
That's
Okay.
not good.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to give CPR.
She's
Patty.
breathing. She's
Oh, shit.
breathing.
Oh shit!
Ba-
Good. Well, she's good.
Barely, but she's breathing.
Can I examine her?
If you want to. What would be the purpose of that?
I hadn't thought that far ahead. Okay.
So
I
you're
don't. I just pretend to be a cleric and a doctor. I'm not actually one in real life.
Uh, so you walk over. Where on her do you decide to sit?
Where on her do I decide to sit? Is that what you just asked?
I think he said he's going to examine me, not sit on
Examine.
me.
Oh,
What? Why?
for some reason, what I heard was you decided to sit on her. I'm like,
No, I'm not gonna sit on her.
so
Are you okay?
somewhat. I didn't sleep last night either.
That's fair.
Uh,
Okay. No, I was gonna examine her.
so you
The medicine check.
okay?
That's where I was going.
All right. Give me a medicine check then.
18. 11 plus 7 modifier.
Well, you've seen this before.
I have. Okay. Would you mind telling me where?
Many times actually in your travels. This is acute alcohol poisoning.
Oh, okay. So
She,
I've seen this before. It's acute alcohol poisoning.
Oh, it
she,
doesn't look like cute to me.
she finally drank enough to almost kill herself. Um,
I don't know what the treatment
Oh,
no.
my,
what was the treatment in fantasy time for.
Well, you've seen it because everybody drinks ale, and it's like, there's people falling on their faces all the time. You, however, have never treated somebody who had this problem.
Yeah, most drow usually kill each other before they end up from
it's what
alcohol
we call
poisoning.
a way to cure it is to make them throw up. So we go and make them throw up.
Make her throw up. And how do you propose we do that?
I don't know, maybe somebody punch her in the stomach.
No. Did you? So that was a failed medicine check.
And this
Okay,
is
I don't
why
know a whole
Jim
lot
does
about alcohol
not
poisoning, but I know that's not going to help. I do think it kind of depends too. If I do know that if it's been a while since she drank, and making her throw up isn't going to help.
Oh, all right.
It's already too late.
I
Well,
hope it's not too late.
Not too late. I mean, like making her. Sorry, not just making her throw up isn't going to do much.
Oh, right.
I need both of you to give me a history check.
There's some good news.
$18.
Well, there's my natural. Not so natural. That's a 1.
Okay.
It's a 1. It's to 2 because I have a +1 modifier, but.
Wait, did I just outroll this cleric?
Yeah, you did. You outrolled the cleric. I told you my dice were screwed today.
Jinx actually remembers that you're across the street from the cleric hospital.
I'm going to get cleric. Wait right here. I'm
gonna go get a cleric. Wait right here.
I jump out the window, spread my wings, and fly to the cleric hospital. Do I have to roll something for this?
Athletics.
All right.
Actually, no, acrobatics, because you jumped out the window.
Okay, acrobatics.
And you're on the second floor. So
19 plus. 22.
Ah,
Wow.
nice.
Flying is something you're pretty good at, apparently.
Yes.
Uh,
I can't sing for beans, but I can fly.
I guess if you were a bat and you were bad at flying, it wouldn't be a good thing.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. um. So you fly over to the hospital, and instead of bringing a cleric back with you, they tell you to get her over to the hospital.
Or I'm going to fly back into the same window I just crashed out of. So that's another acrobatics.
Yeah. See if you can make it in the window.
Can't hold a tune, but we can fly in and out of a window.
Apparently so. 21.
Okay. Well, you got all my dice luck today.
Yeah. I'm sad. I wanted your dice luck today. I wanted to hit the side of the building. Or at least
Oh,
dip
no,
myself
no.
out from the
Come on.
My character's name is Jinx for a reason.
This is not a Wile E. Coyote cartoon.
No, it could be. But
Splat. So, LaFall, you are being massaged when you hear all the fuss and muss coming from Kenna's room. What do you do?
Was that to me? Sorry. I was distracted.
I said, you are being blissfully massaged when you hear all the fuss and muss coming from Kenna's room across the hall. What do you do?
Take a sharper listen to what's actually going on, unless it's just drunks acting up.
Mhm.
So I have to be worried,
Could be.
and I won't be worried.
Well, you concentrate on what you're hearing, and you're hearing Korai and Jinx talking to each other in a rather agitated fashion.
Oh, just telling you what I was told. We got to get her to the hospital.
Hold that thought there one moment, please. I'll be back shortly. Get up to the table. Go across the hallway.
And you see,
What are you drunks doing?
We're not drunks. And well, she is, but we're not.
No,
No,
we're
usually
100%
when I
sober.
see you
Say it
go
like
right
that,
at
Lena.
nighttime and day, you're drunk. And this one here, yeah, she's always drunk. I told her to quit drinking.
Okay.
She's gonna kill herself. And Jinx is drunk 24/7.
Well, she's going to be drunk permanently. I don't know how much she's drunk, but it's apparently going to be a lifetime supply if we don't get her help.
What?
Okay, and
She said there's a cleric hospital across the street. We're going to try and get her over there.
fine. Pick Kenna up over the shoulder. Across the street we go.
okay. So we have a drow, a bat, and a half dragon with a dragonborn over his shoulder,
Tiefling.
a tiefling. And you're walking across the street like this.
Yep.
Okay, it depends on the city, but there's probably weirder things that have happened this morning.
Well, probably. Yeah, just
Oh, and I
pick.
make no fuss about not being clothed either.
Uh, well, the dragon half's okay, but the human half, ah. But
Are there any decency laws in Gilborn?
yeah,
This is
I'm imagining the Abbey Road picture.
welcome to the nudity episode, everybody.
Uh, but, oh, that reminds me. You being with all you being half dragon, half human, which half of you is which?
Oh no! What? I love that we
What
have
do
to
you mean by
specify.
Is the top half of you dragon and the bottom half human, or the other way around?
Oh, it's a mixed situation. There's
Oh,
no
okay.
particularly one half of being human, one half being the dragon part. It's a
Ah,
mixed situation.
okay. That might and that.
So I look kind of I got the wings of the dragon, the structural form of a dragon, the tail for the dragon, all that good stuff. But the scales and the body look is more human with the scales covering bits and pieces here and there.
Uh, so in that case, the fact that you are not dressed would not cause that much of a problem. Because you look enough like a dragon that nobody would fuss about it.
Right.
So you get up to the cleric hospital and, knock on the door. And a couple minutes later, the door opens. And there's this very old looking, white haired dwarf in monk's robes and Coke bottle glasses. And he's like, I'm Alfred. How can I help you?
Make my way to the beds. This isn't the first time we've been here.
It's actually not.
So,
And then plop Kenna in bed.
and the dwarf looks at her and goes, I will call a cleric immediately. And, he heads upstairs and called the cleric. And the cleric comes down and goes, oh, this is not good. How long has she been this way?
I don't know. I was enjoying a nice breakfast and massage, and then these two are screaming.
Well,
So I'm going to assume it's been since last night, probably sometime.
yeah.
Considering that she drinks every single night.
And the cleric is like, well, most people in the town do. They just don't end up like this. This may actually take a while to fix. So, what are the three of you gonna do while they're working on Kenneth?
I'm going back to my massage.
Okay. Perfectly logical. I would, if I was halfway through a massage, I wouldn't want to give it up either. So what about the other two of you?
Uh, well, I mean, somebody's going to stay and make sure she's okay.
Okay.
So I'll stay here. Keep an eye on her.
All right. And what about Korai?
I don't know if there's anything else I could do. So, I'll stay here. We gotta.
Um, the two of you give me a perception check.
15.
Jinx, what did you get?
Oh, I'm calculating it now.
Okay.
The perception.
Yep.
Oh, that's a straight 19.
Both of you notice that while the cleric on call this morning is treating Kenna, you see two other look like female elves in monks' robes, clerics' robes, charge out the door just after the fall leaves to go back to the massage. And it looks like the two of these were quite distressed as they ran out the door.
Ask one of the nurses who they were. One of
Oh,
the.
those were two clerics assigned to the princess this morning.
Princess isn't dead yet. Princess isn't dead, is she?
Not yet, no. As
Not yet.
the best we can say is that she is currently still breathing.
Well, I mean, is she making any sort of recovery?
We're having uh, serious difficulty figuring out what she was poisoned with.
She was
There,
poisoned.
yeah. Yeah. She didn't just catch the flu. So, somebody wanted to take her out before she got to the meeting.
Makes me more surprised that we're not in jail.
Mm.
I mean, the monks themselves being assigned to the princess. We shouldn't. There's no reason for us to follow them.
Not,
Oh, my.
not once. Not unless you want to,
I mean, well, I could follow them, I guess. So,
because they're just headed across the street to the castle. So,
I mean, I could follow them to the castle. We could meet up in a little bit once Kenna's all up and running again.
You think that'll help?
Oh, I mean, what's that gonna happen?
Don't say that. You said it out loud, so we're screwed now. Thanks.
the upside to one of you following them might be you can get an update on what's going on. Maybe.
Right.
If you want to go follow, I'll stay here and see if there's anything I can do to help the clerics, being that I'm a cleric.
That works.
Well, but typically, I usually just end up annoying the cleric, so...
Oh, no,
Either way, I think either one of us is going to end up doing that. Go ahead and, if you want, you follow her, and I'll stay with.
Well, I mean, I could just go. I mean, you're more helpful here than over there. And
Jinx, you go off to follow the two clerics over to the castle, at which you are stopped by the guards. The two clerics are allowed to go through. You, however, aren't. The guards are like, what business do you have over here right now?
well, I'm here to help out the clerics. Have you ever heard of bardic inspiration?
Jesus.
The guards look at you and look at each other and shake their heads. Like, I don't know about that.
Well, look, this loot ain't just here for looks. I can play. I put out the loot and I start to play.
Give me a performance check.
Yes! Horrible rolls are mine once more.
Oh no.
Okay. 8.
Oh,
Come on!
what?
An 8.
Jace, come on!
There's been 3-year-olds that play better than you do.
Oh my gosh!
We need to send that bard to Bard College. Bard preschool. Pardon me. Bard preschool.
Solaria being the capital of Gaelborn, there is a Bard College here.
No,
Great.
she's not ready for Bard College. She needs preschool.
Oh, come on.
I know. They don't have Bard preschool that I've ever heard.
What about bardic first grade?
The guards are both like, stop playing or we'll take that from you.
Sounds fair.
I hug my loot close to me. Like, no, you can't have it. It's mine.
They're like, you need to go now.
Oh my goodness.
You need to let the clerics do their work. You need to go now. If you wanna if you want an update, the princess is um getting progressively more ill. In fact, unless these two can do anything major, she might not make it.
All right, I'll let me mates know. Thank you for the kindness. I'll let the king queen know. You guys are doing a bloody good job doing what you do.
Well, thank you. Just don't play that again.
I make no promises.
Maybe whatever you want, just don't play music anymore.
or
Pod.
or at least learn how to play the damn thing. So, uh, LaFall, as
Yes.
you are headed back to the hotel to finish your massage, give me a perception check.
$19.
As you are walking up the steps into the hotel, you see one of the trees in the front yard move. As in, not as in like literally like walk, but
For a second, I thought you saw a tree end.
uh, you definitely see the leaves on the tree move, and there's no wind currently.
Okay, take a closer look at the tree to see if there's anyone in there. And if not, glance up to the skies.
Uh, uh, you walk over to the tree and what do you do? Do you try and shake it or just
Well, first I'm going to inspect to see if I see anything in there, and then I'm going to take a quick glance up the skies, make sure I don't see anything large enough to make the leaves themselves move. And then, yes, I'll shake it.
where give me an athletics check for shaking the tree.
Or 29.
You shake the tree pretty good, and and when you do that on the other side of the tree, you hear a large thump, and then you hear a scream.
Well, that's
Okay,
always good.
go check the other side out, see who's there or what's
There,
there.
um, when you get around to the other side of the tree, there is a uh, tiefling in black leather armor, um, laying on the ground. It looks like one of they landed on their ankle and their ankle just gave because
Okay.
that was a 20-foot fall, and so this leather armored tiefling is laying there, basically trying to get up but having difficulty doing it.
So, what were you doing hiding up in the tree?
And it doesn't respond.
I know you're not deaf. I know you're not dumb. And I know you're hurting.
Mm. I also don't work for you.
Who do you work for?
Like I'm just gonna tell a complete stranger that. I don't know who you are, what you are, or why you care if I was in a tree or not.
Well, let's see. There's a bunch of crazy shit going on right now that's got a lot of consequences. You're hiding in a tree, stalking something, someone, somewhere, somehow, and you're wearing assassin's armors.
Well, I'll give you 2 hints. You're right on the armor, and you're right that I was stalking somebody. My job here is probably done. I guess it was my fault that I didn't leave right away.
Okay.
But other than that,
Take a nice step on his ankle.
A nice step on his ankle.
So, who were
he's,
you stalking?
I wasn't really stalking. I had a job to do and I did it.
Okay. And your job is or was?
Oh, you'll find out.
Step down a little bit harder.
And he screams.
Your job was?
At this point, between heavy breaths, he's like, dead princess.
Okay.
And
Grab him securely. Not choking, but definitely holding the throat and holding the arms behind him. And walk into the castle.
okay. So you walk up to the guards with this guy in front of you. And they're like, who is that?
An assassin who's done something to the princess.
Okay, well,
Who stuck around a little too long and got caught.
uh,
So he's a he's poor assassin attempting to do stuff correctly.
well, it's what it sounds like. We better get him inside. Thank you for catching him, by the way.
Yep, no problem.
If we need to, we'll make announcements as far as the health situation of the princess. And with that, you head back to the hotel. The orc masseuse is still waiting in your room.
Of course.
Okay. Eventful morning. Let's finish the masseuse.
Uh,
Gotta have your
so,
priorities.
so, by this time she's changed the towels and everything, and she basically picks up where she left off.
Right.
And she does probably another half hour of massage, and I need a constitution check.
Okay. Constitution. Dirty 20.
You've been laying there for a bit now, and you start to slowly open your eyes. And you realize that you're not in your room. What do you do?
I'm also not feeling very well.
Yeah, you're feeling probably the worst you've, short of combat injury, you're feeling about the
Be
worst
right back.
you've ever felt. So,
So I look around and see if I can see anyone, and if there's any clerics or anything, I'll ask them,
there
where am I?
is a cleric in white robes standing above you, and then you turn your head and see Korai standing there.
What's going on? Where am I?
Well, apparently you partied harder than the rest of us. You're in a cleric hospital across the street from the inn.
Cleric hospital? What happened? Did I get
I believe I already
poisoned?
covered that.
The cleric standing above you basically said, you have a very acute case of alcohol poisoning.
Wait, what do you mean somebody poisoned my ale?
No. I mean, you had a couple of ales too many, and it almost killed you.
Almost killed me. That's never happened before.
Yeah. Fact, if your friends had waited any longer, you would be dead.
Oh, bloody hell, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I guess I drink all the time. That's never happened before.
It's the first time for everything.
Well, apparently you passed your limit this time.
Well, I'll try to be really careful next time then, I guess.
Uh, you're going to be here for a bit. This is not something we can just cast a spell on and make go away.
Alright, so I'll be here. Tell me one thing though. I will eventually be able to drink again, won't I?
You could. Wouldn't advise it, but you could.
You think would this be likely to happen again if I did?
Probably more often.
Oh, bloody hell. I guess.
'Cause now you've actually done internal damage that
Oh, wait a minute. What do you mean by that?
he's like, you came within an inch of dying. That's not good for your body.
I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of a hard time with this. You mean I got so hammered I almost died?
That's the more common way to put it, yes.
I didn't actually think that was possible.
Yeah. You've got to work at it, but yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. I drink. Well, my friends will tell you, I guess. I drink rather a lot on a regular basis. I didn't think it could do this to me.
If you drink nightly, the effects will add up. And
So, what you're saying then is I probably oughtn't drink ale anymore then.
well, if it were me, I'd stick to water. But
Well, I mean, like I said, I didn't think that it could have happened. Bloody hell, I didn't want to kill myself.
well,
Are you sure I haven't? I don't feel very alive.
that's part of the reason you're going to be here for a few days.
Right, well, I guess this is my own bloody fault then, isn't it? I sort of look at Cora and I'm like, yes, I know it's my own bloody fault.
And the other cleric just sort of looks at you like, I'm not touching that one. So
Oh, I'm sure I've got to stay here. Can't I just go back to the inn to my room? The bed's more comfortable.
well, since your friend here is a cleric, I guess, as long as he keeps or she keeps track of you, and if anything goes wrong, you get her back here.
I don't think I'll be hard to keep track of. I don't feel like getting out of bed.
But
Well, you don't have to worry too much. We're not allowed to leave the city anyway.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah, the princess. How's she doing?
Well, I got bad news. god awful news.
Bad news and god awful news. Oh, that
Oh, yeah.
sounds just perfect for today. Let's start with the bad news, I guess.
Bad news is, love, that they didn't like my plan.
Well, I mean, I suppose that's bad news for you, yes.
And as for god awful news, the princess might be close to death, and we might all get blamed for it.
Oh,
Oh,
so I just kind of lay back and close my eyes again.
that's right. That's right.
You're
That's right. Like tap her on the side of the cheek. No, no, no dying on us yet. You got to go through it with us.
I'm not dying. My head's killing me.
Well, wait, if your head doesn't kill you, the gods might. So unless by some miracle these clerics manage to heal her, which is kind of their last chance. I was going to give them some inspiration, but again, they didn't like me playing.
So the three of you head back to the hotel. Can I give me uh, first a Constitution check,
Okay. Okay, that's a 19.
and then a Dex check.
Dex check, okay. 14.
You are able to slowly make your way back to the hotel.
Yeah, get us back.
And I'm assuming you're headed back to your room.
Yes, we're going straight up to my room.
Um, standing in by the door of your room is the red-headed genasi that you have had some fun with while you were here.
Oh, hey.
She's
Looking
like,
for me.
good to see you up and about. Uh, if I hadn't checked on you, God knows what would have happened.
Oh, you're the one that found me then?
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry about that.
being a waitress, I serve drinks all the time. I don't generally tell patrons not to drink, but in your case, it would probably be a good idea.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much what I heard from the clerics, actually.
Yeah.
And, I mean, considering everything, I guess it would be in my best interest to not drink anymore. I mean, clerics have almost died.
Mm. Mm.
And I don't believe them. I feel like ugh.
You basically feel like a ox-drawn wagon ran you over a couple times.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, thanks for getting me to the clerics hospital.
Not a problem. I just don't want to have to do it again.
Yeah, I'd rather not do that again either, actually.
And by now, with all your massages done, and you can hear from across the hall, the rest of your group is standing at Kenna's door.
Okay.
So, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna go out, but I'm still gonna walk. I'm gonna go walk by them, unfortunately, and I'm gonna go look for our underground friend connection.
You're gonna go look for what?
Our underground friend that we have, the connection we have.
Ah,
Yeah, him.
okay. You're not gonna tell the rest of the group what you've been up to while they were gone.
As far as I know, I've had a massage. That's all they need to know for now.
Okay. That's up to you, but
Yeah.
alright. So, you are very relaxed and have a big smile on your face as you walk past them and head for the door.
Someone enjoyed herself.
Yes, it was a very good massage. After taking care of some other business that I stumbled across. Now I'm gonna go find out a little bit more information on the stumbling incident.
The incident.
Don't look at me, love. I have no idea what she's talking about.
I'll
You're
be back.
content.
What's
You're
that?
content to just leave Kenna here.
Well, she's got you two to keep her company. She doesn't need a third, does she?
But
Well,
I
she,
technically don't need anybody in here with me. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
I actually was kind of more concerned about you barging your way into somewhere prickly and getting arrested.
Me barging somewhere prickly?
Uh-huh.
I never do that.
I might.
Yeah, you might, Jinx, but not me.
I am not convinced.
So, what do you want to do about it?
Well, it seems that Kenna's going to live.
Oh, that's debatable.
That's debatable.
Considering, based on the way I feel, it's debatable.
I've seen you drink a whole tavern of people under the table. What did you get into last night?
God, I don't know. I don't
But
remember.
that was pretty cheap stuff.
In fact, give me a history roll with disadvantage.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Okay, with disadvantage. Let's see.
yep.
Is she drunk or she's hungover?
10.
You vaguely remember that you thought the stuff you were drinking last night, at least the first one, was a little lower quality than what you've been used to drinking in this particular inn.
Guess it didn't stop me from drinking a whole lot of it, though.
No. No. Because as I recall, you had like 6 tankards of the stuff last night. You were pretty much out. So LaFall is headed out to do what she's gonna do. What are Korai and Jinx gonna do?
You kind of have to follow her.
Because Ken is gonna pass out. So, so if the two of you are following LaFall, I need stealth rolls from both of you. Can you do this without LaFall noticing you're doing it?
Nat 20.
Wow.
You need?
Where was that when I was playing my guitar? It's like my dice have it against me.
Well,
They want me to do silly, stupid things.
you see, in your backstory, you never mentioned about anything about going to Bard College.
That's true.
It's true.
You have not been educated in this as of yet. So you're just winging it mostly. So Korai, what did you get on your stealth roll?
Okay, that's what I was on my what roll?
Stealth roll. What?
22.
Okay. You are able to follow LaFall without LaFall noticing, at least for now. LaFall,
Yes.
where do you go and who do you try to talk to?
Well, let's see. The last time we talked to our underground contact, we went down to the Thieves Guild. So,
Oh, okay. So you are headed to the Thieves Guild, which isn't difficult to find.
yep.
And you walk in, and what do you ask? There is a person sitting behind the desk by the door.
What was his name? Damn it. I can't remember what his name was. It's been so long since we've.
Right.
But I asked if he's here and available because I need to ask him a few things.
Let me roll and see if he's actually here. He is in fact here.
Okay, may I have a party with him, please?
Oh, wait here just a second. I'll go see if he's busy. And the guy gets up from behind the desk and walks to the back of the main room and through a door.
Okay.
At this point, Jinx and Korai, you have made your way up to the outside of the Thieves Guild, and so, do you still want to be stealthy and not noticed, or are you just gonna walk in and be like, okay?
I'm going to. I'm going to head back to the tavern. She's going in that place. I'm going to stay out of the way.
Okay.
What? I can't. We were supposed to do this.
Look,
You know, clerics are known for their stealth.
Yeah, yeah,
well,
right.
well, we saw her go in. She's safe. So let's go back home.
Uh, so, Jinx, you head back toward the inn. Korai, what do you do?
I'm gonna
Now,
kill you. I contemplate killing Jinx. She's
well,
pretty easy.
of
She's kind of
course.
short. There's a mace
Well,
on my stand. I've got a mace.
well, all you gotta do is wait till tomorrow's breakfast.
Then,
Or in fact, dinner this evening. Uh,
Well, she's pretty pragmatic. Like she's not going to try and sneak into a thieves guild.
right, yeah.
So I guess I'll have to. Corey would go back with Jinx, cussing at him the whole way.
Okay, alright. That works.
Like Corey's not a superhero. She's not gonna sneak her.
well, I mean, we saw her go in. She
You watch. I would stay and tried it, and I would have like gotten a 20 on the stealth check again or something. Right until the point where I'm trying to get in, and then there's a 2.
and then 13 rogue assassins would have surrounded you at the door.
well, I didn't
Yeah.
want to deal with 13 rogue assassins.
Could have played him a song. They'd all been so busy retching in horror that we could have gotten away.
Is my plan really that bad?
Jinx,
Well, city guards seem to think so.
Jinx, at this point, give me a performance check.
Jeez.
Six.
You pull out your lute and start playing as the two of you are walking back to the inn.
I frown and punch him in the arm. Grab it.
Korai, give me a medicine check.
Now you're just toying with this.
No, I have a reason for this. Give me a medicine check.
It's a dirty 20. 13 plus
Okay.
7.
You break my arm.
He starts playing, and for a moment, the noise just permeates your head, and then you're able to shake it off. And Jigs, give me a strength roll to see if you hang on to your loot when Cry punches you in the arm.
I got nothing.
Calculator. 11?
Uh, you are barely able to hang on to it. It almost flies out into the street, but you're able to grab a string and barely able to hang on to.
20.
Yeah.
I got it. It's okay.
So,
I saved it.
so the two of you head back to the inn. Um, it's probably getting close to lunchtime at this point. So, um, we'll fall a few minutes later. The person from the front desk comes back, and behind him is the person that you requested. I'm gonna call him Grigori since it's been so long, even I don't remember what his name was. So, um, so he is standing there, sort of, I won't say glaring at you, but he does have a definitely confused look on his face as to why you're here.
You have someplace private we can talk?
The front desk person points to a door straight across from you. There's nobody in that room right now. You can use it if you like.
Okay. Reach in the bag, pull out 9 gold, and set it on the counter.
9 gold.
Yep.
Okay. Uh, the person says, "Thank you very much. Uh, Thieves Guild can always use your donations." Uh, and the two of you walk into the room and close the door behind you.
How you doing?
Things are going pretty well. How are you?
Oh, I'm just peachy. Had a good massage, interrupted, continue, but interrupted again, and then finished. Um,
Sounds like you're busy today.
yeah, and it's part of the reason why it brought me here.
Well,
Now,
how
if
can I?
if
How?
I know my understanding of your opportunities of work and all, discretion is a valor, but you also, when visiting a city, protocol of checking in sometimes is mandatory.
Yeah.
Reach into another bag, bring out a couple of broken scales. We never had this talk. I don't care, but I know you're going to. I'm going to be asking you to break some discretion, so that's why I'm offering you these pieces.
Okay. Well,
So,
why don't you? He takes one of them and says, "Why don't you hold on to the other one until we find out what you need from me?"
okay. This morning, after taking our friend over to the cleric hospital for whatever reason. She probably got herself drunk, wasted. So we had to go get her taken care of with that. But when I came back, something caught my attention in a tree. There was no breeze, no nothing, so the tree shouldn't have been really moving. I verified nothing big flew overhead as well. Then I gave it a nice, great big shake. That's when a assassin tiefling decided to drop out of the tree,
Hmm.
and he hurt his ankle when he landed, so he was hobbled.
Right.
And with a little bit of persuasion pressure, he told me he was here to fulfill a contract on a princess and assassinating her.
Ha.
So that's why I offer you another scale now.
Um. So, what is it you're wanting from me?
Well, I know you're the man in this city who knows he has his hand in just about everything and anything regarding anything.
I try.
Mm-hmm. I'm just wondering if this assassin had done protocol or if he totally avoided protocol and where if he might be coming from.
No. And he asks you for a description, and you give him a description, and you know, teeth, tiefling, leather armor,
Yep.
and he says, first thing I will do is check within the Thieves Guild to make sure it wasn't one of our own people. And depending on what I find after that, I will um, talk to some of my outside connections and see what I can get a hold of.
Okay.
Um, Give me the rest of today. Why don't we meet for lunch at the inn tomorrow? And I will tell you what I've been able to find.
Okay. Appreciate it.
No problem. Uh, Considering you just probably made me the richest person in this little town, in this town, uh, I'll see what I can come up with because that is strange. Because if any um, assassin were going to do that, we would have and or should have known about it, and apparently this one slipped through.
Right.
So
And I do know of one princess here, which she was poisoned, yes,
yeah,
which is very suspicious. And from what I've heard, she's not doing too well now. So if
yeah,
you could, I did smell something of a poison in a goblet as well. So if you can have someone pay a visit to see if they can't identify what was used, possibly.
well, that would probably better be done by a cleric, but
Yeah, but they seem to be stonewalling or don't know. They can't pinpoint it.
that is rather strange. Um, I'll see what I can do about all of this and then meet you for lunch tomorrow.
Appreciate that. And if that princess wasn't his target, then what princess here that we don't know about is?
True. As far as I know, the king and queen don't have children, so my money's on the one that's already not doing well, but I will verify that.
Thank you.
So the two of you leave the room and he goes through the door in the back of the room, and you head out the door and back over to the inn
Mm-hmm.
where Korai and Jinx are sitting at a table discussing what they want for lunch.
I'm not sure if I'm still mad at Jinx or not.
Look, we found out where she went.
If D&D has one, give me an empathy roll.
What?
I don't think they do.
Are you being serious?
Oh, it'd be perception.
Yeah, perception.
Okay. Ooh, 26. 19 plus 7.
I have a 11.
Well, Korai, I will leave it up to you with a roll like that. Are you still upset or not?
I don't think she's upset, but she's still kind of cranky.
Okay.
We'll go grumpy. She doesn't have any dwarf in her, but she's just a little grumpy.
Okay.
Well, at least it could have been worse. We could all been killed by sneaking into the Thieves Guild.
We could have all been killed because we snuck into the Thieves Guild. Or something could have happened to her, and we might have been there to help.
Well, that's a very, very good suggestion.
Sneak up behind them. Hearing that, I can hear them and kind of hear that they're talking.
Yeah. Yeah. You hear them talking about,
15.
No, I'm not going to roll. I'm going to let it go.
you walk up behind them and you hear them talking about, trying to help you and all this stuff. And you didn't even initially know they were there. So as you sit down at the table next to them, what do you do?
Let's see. Eeny, meeny. And it's meany. Jinx. Smack Jinx with my tail.
Jinx, you go flying across the floor and you hit the base of the bar.
Well, no, I didn't smack him that hard. Send him flying. I just smacking him to let him know, hey. But I smacked him hard enough to knock him offline.
Love taps.
That takes some work. Well, we'll say that you hit him hard enough to knock him out of his chair, because he's not that big. So it wouldn't take much to knock him out of his chair. There he is.
I'm sorry, I was what to do. I actually,
Welcome back, Jinx.
Well, LaFall just whacked you with her tail hard enough to knock you out of your chair.
how much damage do I take?
Seeing this, what does Quori do, if anything?
I'll jump and reach for my mace until I realize it's the fall, and then laugh because Jinx had it coming.
You know, if you two wanted to follow me in, you just should have walked in.
No, we couldn't. We were, busy,
Okay.
Yeah,
not dying.
they were practicing their stealth roll.
Now, what we were practicing is waiting outside and then hastily retreating. Well, some of us were.
Well, I was going to go in there. It's dark and spooky.
Actually, the Thieves Cove is a whitewashed wooden building with lots of windows in it.
It could be haunted.
And I just realized something. Next time Jinx has to make a stealth roll, it will be with disadvantage. Because he's a 3-foot tall bat wearing heavy metal armor. Stealth would be somewhat difficult for him.
Think people might notice?
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Lots of spikes.
Right, yeah. So
Does your racial abilities include Jedi mind tricks?
probably not. No.
Well, I could charm person.
This is not the bad you're looking for. Okay.
Let us in.
Yeah.
He charms the entire city of Solaria one person at a time. No.
So I'm going to look at LaFall and go, where have you been?
I just had to go chat with our friend over at the guild. Since he seems to know a lot about what's going on in the city, dealing with the city. I just had a few follow-up questions I had to ask after this morning.
Well, we haven't been arrested yet, so I assume something's going on. She's not dead.
We were going to be arrested? Why? For her? Who said we were being arrested for her?
Nobody said I didn't say we were being arrested. It's just, I kind of figure if she dies, they're going to come after us first. Because we were the last ones with her.
Oh, we ain't got to worry about that. At least not
Well, I
at
pray
the
tell.
moment.
At least not at the moment.
Yeah, I ran across something coming back from the Cleric Hospital, and that something decided to blab a little bit after a little bit of forceful persuasion.
Mm,
I just had to follow up some information. That's all.
how convenient.
Um, can give me a Constitution check.
Con check. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, dirty 20. I'm actually rolling pretty well tonight.
Oh, that means something's horribly wrong somewhere. If you're rolling that well, uh, you,
The
you
zombie
act
apocalypse.
you actually wake up after sleeping for another few hours. Uh, you still feel like you've been hit by a carriage, but not quite as much. Um, and strangely enough, you're hungry. But also give me a dex roll.
Dex. Oh, it's also a dirty 20.
Uh, you notice that your entire body is shaking.
Well, that's not optimal.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, guess I could head down and try to eat something for lunch and hope I don't yaw.
Okay. So you are able to make it from your bed to the door at least. And sort of using the wall as support, you make your way down the stairs to the tavern. And you see your 3 companions sitting at a table.
Right, I'll head over towards them.
You make it to the table and are able to pretty unceremoniously plop yourself in a chair. So, how'd the conversation go? Because she's missed everything that's happened after she got back to the room. So, she doesn't know what you guys have been up to.
I gave her my brief information that I've been giving the other two
Okay.
for now.
Alright.
And, um, as that's going on, the redheaded fire genasi comes over with a pad and a pencil and 4 menus. Like, what do you guys have for lunch?
Steak, potatoes.
You know, classics.
Uh, she says, as far as the steak goes, we have elk and we have bear. Which would you like?
Slab of bear.
Okay, I can do that. What would you like to drink with that?
Just water.
Okay. She goes over to Jinx and goes, and what about you? Oh, by the way, we are currently out of cockroaches.
Of course.
So, what would you like as a substitute? You there, Jinx?
I'll take a couple of apples if you got a couple of apples.
Ooh, we can. I think we've still got a few.
All right. My ears are still kind of low and I look a little pouty because I don't get my because I can't eat my roaches.
Even an inn like this only has so many cockroaches. Yeah, they're. This is the King's Inn. They try not to have a lot of things like that.
Well,
And what would you like to drink with your apples?
no, I'll have some tea loaf if that's all right.
I can do that. And then turns the Korai.
Oh, I don't suppose you have any glowworm salad. You had some last time, but you said it was all. But you didn't know if you could get any more.
I'll check.
And then maybe just some water.
Yeah. Any second choice in case we don't have that.
Um, just a salad of some kind
Okay.
with not too many green things in it.
All right. I'll see what we can do. I'll talk to the chef and see what we can put together. And then she walks over to you, Kenna, and says, what can I get you for lunch?
I'm not really sure what I can handle at the moment, honestly. I think maybe I'll be all right with a couple of scrambled eggs.
Okay. I can do that. What would you prefer to drink?
Oh, a tea.
Okay.
What sort of teas have you got?
We have several black teas. We have a berry tea that changes in season, and we have the D&D version of what would be chai tea, actually.
Oh, I'll try the berry one.
Okay. So she takes all your orders, heads back to the kitchen. Few minutes later, she comes out with all your drinks. And she turns to Korai and says, we do have a little bit of that salad left. I am not sure how old it is currently, but if you want to give it a shot, you can.
Well, it's better than regular salad, so we'll try it.
Uh,
You have something else if it doesn't work out?
well, what else do drows eat?
Mostly assorted mushrooms. I mean, there was a wonderful drink I'm fond of called spider blood. You know, the usuals.
Uh, if the salad doesn't work, we can make you a plate of various mushrooms. We have several kinds of those.
Mushrooms will have to do, I guess.
And she says everybody's food will be ready in about 15 minutes. And heads back toward the kitchen. So, do you guys have any sort of a plan as to what your next move is gonna be?
Meeting tomorrow at noon, lunchtime.
Yeah, you are meeting Grigori at noon. Uh, so I guess you'll proceed from what he's able to find.
Yep.
Um, about 15 minutes later, the waitress brings your food out, and as she is doing that, uh, the head of the royal guard walks into the inn.
Ah, crap. Here we go.
I didn't do it. I put my arms up.
Stan uh, walks over to the bar, looks like he says a few words to the bartender, and then turns around to face everybody in the tavern and says, it is with regret that I inform you that about 15 minutes ago, the princess slash envoy from uh, our neighboring country, Canamir, has passed away under highly suspicious circumstances.
Oh,
And um, after the royal family of Canamir is notified, we will be sending the body back home. The king has already began to make plans for a joint investigation between the two kingdoms. Um, we will keep everyone apprised of how that goes. Then he walks specifically over to your table.
Look, Mike, after I those apples were there when I got here, okay?
I think they're here after more than that.
Oh, so they don't have to.
The
Well, are they here because of that one time once a pup and I accidentally went to the bathroom on the drow leader's bushes? Look, I was just a pup and I didn't know what I was doing.
the head of the guard sort of looks at you confused.
Don't mind that one.
Your presence is requested by the king and queen as soon as your meal finishes.
Well, I put my extra apples in my bag. Okay, I'm ready, guys.
Okay, we'll be there in about an hour.
And he nods his head and turns around and walks out of the inn. And everybody in the tavern starts. You can hear a low murmur around the tavern as people start, you know, gossiping basically about Princess from Canamir coming over here and getting herself killed.
So, how much you want to bet they blame us?
You can actually hear one of them say, this is what happens to nobles from Canamir. They don't travel well.
Oh, I mean, if it's to be expected, it's to be expected. Yeah.
I'm not sure I have an answer for that one.
I'll wager 10 gold, Jinx, that they don't blame us.
Well, I
I hope
bloody
you're
hope
right.
not. We didn't do anything.
Well, at least none of us tried.
Right. I mean, we tried to be helpful. We did our best to handle the situation.
Yeah, but they're not going to blame us. I got 10 gold on it.
As far as you guys know, she was perfectly healthy and alive when you left her at the king's castle. The only thing that was odd is that she was kind of slow getting up. The morning you guys left the house with the elderly couple. Other than that, she's been fine the entire time.
But the
So,
elderly couple have done this to her? They seem too nice to poison her.
Don't go spreading rumors, Jinx.
Oh, no, I meant this out of character.
right now, all options are open.
That's
You have no idea who did this. The only ones you can pretty much count out are the frost giant couple.
hmm
Because they wouldn't have bothered with something like this. they would have just squashed you if they wanted to get rid of you.
Fair.
Right. But we also have that assassin that the fall caught.
Yeah,
But he could lie and say that we did it, and he was hired by us.
you never know. All you know is the king and queen. You have been summoned by the king and queen for some reason. And so you guys finish your lunch trying to avoid all the conversations going on around you. And you get up and leave the inn and head across the street to the castle where there are now 6 guards standing at the door. What do?
Hi, fellas. I was here earlier. The king and queen are going to want to talk with us. You wanted to step in our way so we could go in and have a chit chat? So, yeah. Please?
Please.
One of them turns to the others, goes, I would move out of the way. He might start playing that thing again.
Oh well, they remember us.
Well, yeah, that one does. Yeah, that one will never forget that. Fact, I made a medicine check. His ears aren't bleeding, which is a good thing. So,
No
but
comment.
he actually is the one that takes you inside and takes you down the hall to the throne room where the king and queen are surrounded by their advisors trying to figure out what the heck to do at this point. Then the guard announces you and the king looks up and says, oh, good, you've arrived.
It's a bit hard to, turn down one of these royal invites.
Well, I, if you'd have turned it down, I would have had you escorted here. I need you to find out what the hell happened here.
Okay, okay, good. I thought we were in trouble.
Oh,
Already working on that.
oh, you are. If you don't find who did this, you, let's just say,
So we're gonna be the scapegoats if we don't figure out who did this. Got it.
basically, to put it
We
in,
didn't.
Okay,
We
wait
didn't
a
kill
minute.
anybody. None of us
Pardon me.
killed
Wait,
anybody.
hush. Please hush, everyone. Yes, you royalties as well. I'm going to speak. If you got a problem with me trying to speak this out, let's take it up physically then, all right? I think I'll beat you all.
Dragon sass.
So earlier today, I brought a nice little gentleman in. Did you all happen to see him?
We did.
And what he have to say?
He didn't.
Okay. Is he still alive then?
He's in the cell in the dungeon, yes.
May I have him back, please?
Makes no difference to me.
Thank you. We'll find out. And you're not blaming us as your patsies for your inadequacy to protect.
She was sick when she got here, which you guys were the last ones to see her. So it is a logical conclusion until I'm presented with a more logical conclusion.
What do you mean she was sick when she got here? She was fine when we dropped her off here.
And by the time she got up to her room, she wasn't fine.
Could someone have snuck into a room and, give her a little slip a little. I mean, somebody slipped poison into a drink when she got here. We found residue on one of the cups.
We have searched the castle. We have interviewed all the staff.
But did you interview the guy we brought the full brought?
Like I said, he's not talking currently.
No, trust me. When the full gets somewhere, he's going to be talking. He'll be singing a lot better than I do.
The king is like, yes, I've heard stories about that from the guards outside.
Oh, did
Great.
my so my
Reputation precedes you.
yes, definitely my reputation has not been besmirched.
Let's just say you are not currently building a loyal fan base, okay?
Well, that's okay. I mean, who needs a fan base when all you want to do is just make people happy, right?
Well, I thought bards wanted to make money.
Well, money's all well and good, Your Highness, but between you and me, the small is worth more than any amount of gold or copper.
And Kendall looks at you like, you've got to be kidding.
Just-
Okay, well, bring me up,
Uh,
gentlemen, and we'll be on our way.
Okay. And he motions for the guard standing in the back of the room to go get the guy. A little bit later, the guard reappears with the guy you shook out of the tree earlier. His ankle has been medically tended to.
Oh, y'all took away my fun and torture without physically causing more injuries.
Well, you're just gonna have to find another way to convince him to tell you if he knows anything at all.
Well, if you like, I can cast a zone of truth on him.
No,
I
no,
have an
no,
idea.
no, no, no. I'm taking him someplace that he's gonna be wanting to talk.
No, give him 5 minutes with me. Trust me, I got this.
Are
I
you
pull
going to
out
play your
my
lute for
loot.
him?
You're gonna roll a nat 20 on this one.
God, I hope not. Just 5 minutes with me.
Newfangled sonic torture.
18? What the hell?
See, you start playing, and for some odd reason, it works this time, and it sounds actually pretty good this time. And the guy looks at you like, "What was that about?"
I pick my loot and I'm like, God, straight up. That's it. I'm selling you, and we're getting new loot.
Well,
Hopefully more. No.
being the capital of Gelborn, there is a music shop in Solaria. If you actually want to trade in instruments, you can do that.
Oh man, I might have to bring in a trombone or a trumpet.
Oh God, no! Actually, oh, you. I was gonna suggest a ukulele, but they're not in existence quite yet.
Nor is a trombone.
Yeah,
Oh, I think I know exactly what I want.
but
It's not in existence yet either, but a kazoo.
oh God, no. Ah, turn into the D&D version of Bob Dylan. You're playing
Harmonica.
no, you're playing a ukulele and a kazoo at the same time.
No,
Like,
what you need is an accordion, Jinx. You need an accordion.
Going full Weird Al here. Okay.
except except an accordion would be almost as big as he was. So, um, you can do anything. The king basically says you can do anything to this guy short of killing him.
Okay. I'm not gonna do anything to him now, but I know someone who will. And you don't have to be involved with knowing.
I try again with the guitar.
The loot.
14. Got 14 this time.
Yeah,
Wait,
you're
wait.
still
I forgot plus performance. That's a 2, so I got 17.
so
No,
for
not
some
17. That's a 16.
for some bizarre reason you've started playing well all of a sudden.
I don't know why. I wanted to play horrible.
But the king says, I have to hold the conference with the heads of all three kingdoms. You have 3 days to figure this out before that conference happens.
All right, the fall. He's all yours. I give up. You make him talk. I can't do it. I was hoping guitar would work for it once.
I don't
Alright.
know.
No.
Well, I've already got irons in the fire, so this is just another one I need to put in the fire. And this will
Eh,
actually make the other irons that I have hotter. So
well, you are escorted back out of the castle, and you are now standing in the street between the castle, the cleric hospital, and the inn.
Okay, look. Who wants to take a crack at his ankle? I'm not going to do it. It's that ankle right there. Point to the
Sure
ankle
you
that
don't-
he was.
Are you sure you don't want me to just cast a zone of truth and then we can get whatever you need to get out of him without
Nope,
hurting him?
nope. Save yourself. Take a crack at his ankle. Take a smack at it.
You know,
Never
violence
mind,
is
I
not
guess I
always the answer.
Well, considering what he did and that he's trying to frame us, then I guess I could take a crack at him.
Okay, maybe violence is kind of the answer.
No, well, man, it might be the answer in this case, but I'm still not going to punch him.
This is coming from a drow cleric. Who-
I mean, I'm all for violence, don't get me wrong.
So I'll take my great axe and aim at
Now,
his
we
ankle.
don't want to cut it off. We
Oh
just
no, not
want
the
it in.
sharp bit, not the sharp bit, the back of it.
We're not going to hurt him. We're just going to dent him a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all I
just
wanted.
Clang.
Yeah, not
Uh,
not the actual blade, just the back.
While you're talking about this, I'm going to try to play some music to cover up the sound of the screaming.
Okay, you need to stop while you're ahead, Daddy.
What'd you roll, Bad Jinx?
I rolled a 7.
Jake starts playing.
When does this become criminally negligent?
Jake starts playing. I need con checks from all of you
Oh my god.
as
21.
Dirty 20. Like, I've tried several dice. They all like 17 tonight. I mean, my dice like
I
number
don't
17.
get it. In probability, my guitar wants to sing, but when I get
I'm gonna kill
outside, it wants to just cause mayhem and havoc.
Korai, what did you get?
Hold on a second. I accidentally clicked. Where? There it is.
My guitar hates me.
18.
It is Jinx is playing, at least for the three of you, is annoying but not damaging in any way. I'm gonna roll a con check for the guy you're dragging with you. He holds his head for a second and says, I'd rather be back in this cell, thank you. And then straightens back up.
Oh, you want back in the cell, huh? Well, guess what? You can go back in the cell if you tell us who's behind all this, and if you don't, I'll start playing again, and I'll play louder this time. Who
I
knows?
can't believe you're threatening people with your music.
Look,
Korai, give me a perception check.
Are we outside?
What?
Yeah, we're outside.
Yeah.
Oh, God. 11.
You notice people actually starting to move toward you.
okay.
And they don't look like the Yeah. Solaria Senior Citizens Welcoming Committee. There's about 8 of them, and they're all carrying various swords. Do you enlighten the rest of the group, or what do you do?
Yeah, I don't.
After Korai tells you, you all sort of look around, and you are in fact being surrounded. It looks like you're about to be surrounded by a group of people, all having weapons. What do you do? And remember, you're basically right out in front of the castle.
So that doesn't feel like a coincidence. I'd say get ready.
Right. I got I'm ready to go. All right, we go down here.
So,
Go.
I need to ask everybody, are you actually going to fight or are you going to run?
Well, I guess it kind of depends on who's involved with this. If it's the city guards, we're screwed.
It's not the city guard,
And
but
if it's the citizens,
but you notice the city guards standing in front of the castle aren't making any effort to help either.
Well,
so
Well,
I'm not in such great shape to fight currently, so
yeah, we might have to make a break for now, lads.
I vote run.
You three might want to head back towards the castle. I'm going
Us
down to the
three.
Thieves Guild.
Well, okay, that's assuming these people let us.
What?
Well, I need athletics checks from everybody.
Oh, well, this isn't good news.
Dirty 20.
11.
20. Dirty 20. 18 plus 2.
Well,
I actually ended up doing it.
Lafal is able to grab his captive, as it were, and basically fly up over the growing crowd and head toward the Thieves Guild. Kenna, this has been way too much excitement for you for today, and you start to run and stagger a bit. Korai and Jinx are able to avoid the incoming group. So, do you help Kenna out of there, or what do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna help Ken out.
And we kind of don't really have much of a choice.
So, the three of you, where are you headed?
Uh, I think we'll fall into the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well, I've heard worse ideas recently.
So
getting into the guild,
Yep.
I shoved the
Assuming we
gentleman
make
to the
it.
front desk. I say, hold on to him, please. I gotta go back outside.
the guy at the front desk grabs him. What do you do, Fall?
I'm heading back outside.
Uh, the three of them are, you can see them heading toward you. You can
Okay.
you can also see the group of armed citizens heading toward both of you. They are chasing these three.
Okay. Well, I'll fly, get right behind these three, land, face them, face down the other mob. Inhale, looking at them.
Uh, let's see what they do. They definitely slow down. But then one of them says there's 8 of us and only 4 of them. We should be able to get them.
I'll
And
be right back. I need to go feed the dog. He's staring at me. I'll be right back.
actually, it's 10:01 my time.
Uh-huh.
We can take a 20-minute break. How do how much more can the three of you go tonight?
I'm about ready to fall asleep.
I figured as much. This is about where we generally end things.
Right.
So,
That'd be a good spot. I've got a little bit more, but not a ton more. It's
well,
past midnight my time.
why don't, since you're about to get into a fight you weren't expecting, let's end this here and we'll start with that next time.
Works for me.
That
Sounds
works.
good to me.
So, for those that'll see this later, I hope you enjoy doing it, watching it as we had fun doing it.
We just
It
put
was.
Batty out in front with the loot, and he'll win it for
Yeah,
us.
there you go.
For some reason, it works in front of royalty. I don't know why. I go outside and all of a sudden it's like, yep, I'm going to mess up. It's like my loot is enchanted and it hates me.
Fair enough.
turned out Jinx royal blood and doesn't know it. But like, subscribe, and this should be out in the next couple of days, and it should also be out on podcast if you're more inclined for podcast. And buy all Robin's books, because she's just starving writer and needs all the help she can get, and the links are in the description. Next week will be Vampire the Requiem Louisville, and that's even stranger than this right now. And
Yeah, lots going on in that.
and at the 30th of March, I'll be doing an Easter Call of Cthulhu. So yeah, that's always fun. And let's see. I guess next time we play Fallen Dragons, we'll see how well these guys survive combat.
Yay!
Especially with Robin not at her best
Right,
at
I'm
the
sure I'll be
moment.
rolling disadvantage for everything.
Right,
So
so
that'll be fun.
yeah.
Don't worry, I'll give you a Bardic inspiration. Good night,
So
everybody.
Okay,
Right.
yeah, I know.
I
I'll
hope
get whippets.
I hope my players had fun.
Yes,
Yes.
I did.
I
See
warned
y'all
Kenna.
next time.
I warned you, Kenna. Quit your drinking.
Some people have to almost kill themselves to get there, so not a surprise.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. We'll get you food.
so
See y'all next time.
all
See ya.
right, and I think that's all I've got at the moment. Um, I've
Okay.
got a
Night.
night. I've got to check out some things, and then we might actually start having merch. So, uh, uh, you actually have to get licenses to sell merch. So, I'm in process of doing that. But so, um, I'll let you go because I know it's late where you are, and it was cool to have almost all the party play tonight. So, we will see you in a next week for vampire.